It's Sunday and I think it's getting warm again, isn't it? So aircon is definitely needed. I think we have hopefully had our little portable aircon for our lorry. We can't really fit the aircon to the roof at the moment.
Because you made the roof light too big, didn't you?
No, I filled the roof up with solar panels, didn't I?
Yeah.
So it was an off-grid solar machine.
But we have got a roof light.
Yeah, we have got a roof light,
but
yeah, it's the bigger one. So it might be that we fit it later on, but at the moment we've gone for a portable aircon unit, and I tried to find everywhere the little hooky ones that go onto the windows, the sort of latch onto the window, and you've got a box outside, a box inside, fairly low wattage, and they work very well in the caravan. I couldn't find any. They were sold out everywhere, and then I found I think one or two, and instead of them being about 500-600 quid, they were like 900, £1,000. I thought, you know what, I'm not spending that money at the moment. So I bought a little domestic unit, which is sort of so big.
You hope it's that big.
30 centimetres by 30 centimetres by 70 centimetres, and it's not quite twice as powerful as the little window ones, but it's like 400 quid. But you do have to then put the pipe out the window, so that's what we're going to use while we go away in this extreme hot weather. And as you're watching this video, if it's extreme hot weather, or hopefully we're there nice and cool. But why am I rambling on about this? It will come clear very soon. But first we're going to have a look. If you looked at Friday's video, we were in this first as well then. The Buccaneer Aruba 2023, under 1900 kilos, 33,995. Nice big 6-burst. Now, different with this video is we're back onto the old camera, and we want to be let know in the comments, if you watch Friday's video, what's better, this camera or the other camera. Let us know. So this has got talk about caravan accessories, and when I talk about caravan accessories, what I mean is accessories that you've actually had fitted to the caravan. So your air conditioning fitted to the caravan, motor movers fitted to the caravan. This has actually already got all self-leveling and everything fitted to the caravan. So again, if you just have sort of an accessory like that, the self-leveling system, you can have all these things fitted to the caravan, but are they worth it? Does it make sense, and does it add up, and like I say, are they worth it? Which is what we're going to come on to. So nice big van, got loads of extras, 4 5G routers, Avtex router on the roof, so really high spec. And again, if you've not got these accessories already on your caravan, you can leave the door open. You can have them fitted onto the caravan. So like on Friday's videos on about the issues that you have towing. So Alco ATC, if you've not got ATC fitted to your caravan, you can have it fitted on. You can pay extra. If you've not got external 230-volt sockets, external barbecue points, you can have them fitted onto the caravan. So all of these things, we can have them fitted as extras to the caravan. But this is where it comes then to, is it worth it? So where I was saying about our little aircon unit that we've had, and it's just a portable little aircon, I can move that from caravan to caravan, and it's not fixed in our lorry. It's literally
use it at home as well, can't
you?
you?
Yeah, can use it at home. It's not that we've gone and spent £2,000 on that aircon unit in that caravan, and then sort of that's it, it's fixed in there. Potentially with the aircon units you can, if it's sort of if you're replacing, say, this roof, like, make sure if you're having it fitted that you go to whoever's fitting it, right, keep that unit for me, because if I ever want to take that aircon out of the caravan, because it's £2,000 to have that fitted, if I want to take that off and swap it over when I swap caravans, I need to have something to put back into there. So you've got the original fitments to put into there, and that's something that you need to consider. You can do that with your aircon.
Can you use the electric for the fan for the aircon?
No, it does need mains.
Still needs
so
a
it does have
one.
to have a mains cable routed through, which is dead easy on that one actually. But yeah, so it has got to have extras fitted on there, and then obviously if you swap into a different van, it's still got to be fitted, so there's more cost to be put on there. And obviously then if you sort of go, actually my aircon unit is now 5 years old, it's out of warranty, is it worth just buying a new one and sort of saying goodbye to the money that you spent on the other one? And that's where we're sort of coming through to on this video, is it worth spending this extra money on these accessories? And only you can answer this. 16,495 Coachman VIP fixed single beds, 1,630 kilograms. Nice van. So what you have got to think about, and this is where, if you're buying a caravan, try, I've said this before about trying to find a caravan that's already got all of the things that you want on there. So if you sort of say, I want air conditioning, I want Wi-Fi on there, I want external sockets on there, I want external lockers on there, all of these are going to cost money to have fitted on. So if you can find a van that's already got it all fitted on, better. If you've gone and paid and had all these extras fitted on there, when you actually come to sell your caravan with all of these extras on there, you're not going to get that money back. All of that money, and this is why I sort of say, actually, if you're part exchanging the caravan and you've not had it if you've had sort of aircon units fitted on there, motor movers fitted on there, and it was all sort of within the last couple of years, make sure that you can have them swapped from one caravan to the next caravan, because you spent all this money. The dealer isn't really going to, you're going to turn around and say, oh yeah, I've got motor movers fitted on mine, I've got aircon fitted on it, I've had this done to it, I've had that done to it. Dealer is going to still look and go, well, that's what they're selling for, this is what we give for them. Yeah, it's nice to have all those extras on, but it might be that the person comes along and I say, oh, I'm trying to charge an extra £1,000 because this has got aircon on. I don't want aircon on, so can you take it off and I'll save £1,000? Oh, well, I can't really do that. So for us as a dealer, all those extras, it doesn't really add any value to the value that we're going to give you the caravan. It might add a little bit, but nowhere near what you've spent on all of these extras. So making sure, if you sort of say, yeah, I'm going to definitely have aircon fitted to my caravan, how long are we going to keep this van for? Is it worth it? Is it sort of definitely needed, or am I better going for a portable unit on the aircon side? Motor movers are quite good because you can then swap that motor mover from van to van, unless you go from a single to a twin axle, then you possibly can't. This is the Bailey Phoenix GT75 642 2024 at 19,495. It's beautiful though, isn't it?
Yeah,
really nice van.
It's good value for money as well, I think.
Wireless charging point, Sonos, it all comes with that, and obviously this has got a motor mover on as well. So sort of, if you look at a brand new 2025, 2026, 2027 model, they're not going to have sort of the movers on there, so you're then going to have to spend the extra money. But again, then when you sell it, you're not particularly going to get all of that extra money that you've spent out back. So if you are sort of, you've gone for a caravan and you're thinking, right, I want it kitted out, I want all of this stuff fitted on there, just remember that you're going to spend this money out and you're not necessarily going to get that money back when you come to sell it. So just something to bear in mind. So sometimes it can be that you sort of go, actually, that ticks 99% of the boxes, that van, but it hasn't got this on, it hasn't got that on, so I've got to spend a little bit more. So say on this one, if you've got 18,000, this has got a motor mover, but if it hadn't and you went, oh, I've got to fit a motor mover, that's another £1,000. Actually, what can I buy for £19,000 that's already got a motor mover on it then? And then up, so look at your budget of what you're spending, because if you're thinking, I've got to put this on it, I've got to put that on it, add up all those extras and then see whether you can find one that's already got those on, and actually still within that budget, if that makes sense. So if you're spending 18,000 but you can spend another £2,000 on extras that you want on there, have a look what's available for sort of 20,000 and has it already got them on. If you look and you go, actually it's not got all of those things on, I am better having that van, ticks all the boxes and I can just fit those extras because I want to keep it for the next 5 years, then it makes sense. With us, with the lorry, we've got no intentions of sort of getting rid of it imminently, and it's,
for sure.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. And the aircon still doesn't make sense for me to have that fitted on there at the moment. One, because we haven't really got the space for it. We could do it, we could make it work, But
actually, putting that unit, we've got somewhere it'll sit without being in the way, haven't we?
Yeah.
Whereas with a caravan, you might not have that.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Sometimes you haven't got all the space, but actually, sort of
might get in the way.
Yeah. On the front shelf, maybe in the doorway, you could potentially take the cupboard, if you're not using that, put it into the cupboard there, or have one of the doors open. Or so it's again coming up with ideas of how could it work. And also with like the aircon units, some of them have got to have pipes out the window, so the hangy window ones work really well, because you can just hang it onto the window that you've already got. And it was just, as I say, I looked for those for the lorry, but it was like £900. I could get a proper unit for half that cost, and it's like, actually I'll just go for that. It works with our lorry where we're going to put it, and it works. So everybody's situation is different, and how it's going to work is going to be different. So just making sure before you're going to spend a load of money on extras like the aircon, if you have all the other fittings, is it really worth it? Does it make sense to you? If you say, actually, it's just been so uncomfortable that I couldn't really use the caravan when it was so hot, so that £2,000 to have the aircon fitted is going to make the caravan more usable. I can then use it more often. If we get all this hotter weather more often, then it makes sense, doesn't it? And again, it's that you look at it and you go, right, I'll make sure I've got my old light, I can swap that back in if we ever sell it. Or if you're thinking about swapping, is it now a good time to sort of look and go, actually, let's have a look what's on the market now that's already got aircon fitted, and does that tick all the boxes, and I can now buy that caravan with the aircon, and I'm not spent that £2,000, but I was already thinking about upgrading. So that makes a good sort of sense as well. So just for instance, I will show you exactly 2024-23. So that archway,
that archway that had got aircon and one hadn't.
Yeah. So this 2023, it's 21,495 and it's got aircon. This one is 2023. It's not got aircon and it's 21, so £500 more, and you get the aircon. So let's look at what the differences are. This has got Alco ATC. Has the other one got Alco ATC? Yes, it has. So that's got Alco ATC. Again, this was a special edition. So we've got barbecue point, external locker, external 230-volt socket, motor mover, but no aircon. So this is £500 cheaper than the other one. It's special edition, as I say, so we've got nice upholstery, nice island bed to the side, nice washroom at the back. So again, works really well. But there was a bed slat sticking out there.
Yeah, I know, it just hit me as I walked past.
So let's then look at the other one. £500 more, same year, same sort of level of extras. So again, we've got the Alco ATC, we've got all the external 230-volt sockets, external barbecue sockets, got a motor mover, but this one has got the aircon.
And the upholstery is different, isn't it?
Yeah, different upholstery. So again, two different special editions, but layout wise exactly the same. So for £500 more, we get £2,000 worth of extras, extra up and above beyond the other one. So sometimes it's trying to sort of go, actually, I can buy, I want this sort of layout, I can buy that van, and with all the extras it's going to cost me £500 more than a standard one that hasn't got the aircon. I've just saved myself £1,500, so it's a good time to part exchange and swap. I'm not trying to get people to part exchange and swap, I'm just saying this is how to sort of think about it. Of I spend £2,000 on my current van, I'm not really going to get this, it's made £500 worth of difference to the resale value. You've lost, if you have aircon fitted in your caravan, you've lost £1,500 at least, if not more, maybe the £2,000. So just thinking about it before you sort of jump in and say, right, I'm going to swap, I'm going to go and have all these extras on. We have got very similar situation. So we've got a brand spanking new unregistered auto sleeper Kingdom due in. It was about £90,000, £95,000 with all the extras. So we'll go in this and we'll shut the door. It's up by the top. This is a nice little motorhome. So we've got a auto sleeper Kingdom, as I say, brand spanking new, unregistered, delivery mileage, and it's got about £10,000 worth of extras on it already, sort of, that's been fitted. But when we're looking to now sell that, but when we come to sell this brand spanking new unregistered one, it won't sell for what it was with all of these extras. So all these extras that have been put onto there, you're sort of, when you're buying it now, you're getting those, and you're still paying a little bit more than what a standard one without anything is. But again, you've got a lot more extras for the money. So if those extras are what you wanted, it makes sense to go for the one with the extras. But the person that spent all that money and had all that spec put on it has lost all that money. They're not getting that money back. So just something to think about. As I say, nice little one this is. So it's just come in. So if you're thinking about a motorhome, a camper, or sort of a little VW sort of thing, we've got a video coming out about that actually, looking at the evolution of sort of starting off with a little VW, moving on to something like this, and then moving on to more of a proper motorhome. And again, we'll compare all the different steps, so that's going to be coming up soon. So hopefully that has just sort of, if you're thinking about having extras fitted to your caravan, or you're looking to buy a caravan, just something to bear in mind, think about, and sort of think, actually, if I can get something that's got a load of extras on, or if I'm looking to spend a load of money on my current caravan, you're not really going to get that money back. So just making sure that it's definitely the right van for you to get that money back, if that makes sense. Hopefully this has helped somebody. If it has, let us know in the comments. Let us know any other extras that you could have fitted but you can transfer. So is it something that you've had fitted onto your caravan and then gone, right, I need to have that swapped onto my new van? Because again, a lot of dealers will do that for you as well. So let us know in the comments what you've had fitted, if you've been able to swap it over, and how that worked out, and whether it made sense for you. Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching on Mark at the Caravan Place, and we'll see you next week.